Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 24th to the 30th. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You know we are going to jump right into it, Capricorn. Here we are. This is it. This is the single most important week of 2025. And we're here. It's the golden buzzer of the month. For you, for the collective, this is the week we have that multi-planetary conjunction in the sky, all hovering that 0 degree point. I'll refresh your memory, but I am definitely spending a little bit more time with you here. There's a lot happening for you. Your life is changing in ways that you would never believe. This is big, okay? Remember, the 0 degree point of Aries is the beginning. We call it, the Aries point, the world axis. This is a big paradigm shift that's happening this week. You consider it a reset, a new path, new beginning, but ultimately, as I've been telling you all month, all year, this is a brand new era for you. It's a major things to come. And it all starts, okay? It's all started middle of the month. But you see, we got a solar eclipse in Aries. You see the once in a lifetime Neptune in Aries. Okay, that's big, all right? And again, most of these aspects are going to have a huge impact on you, all right? So let's dive right in. First things first. This week is the 3-year anniversary of me launching this channel. So I wanted to just thank you. Take a little second to thank you so much. I wouldn't be here without you. I have so much gratitude, okay? And I do want to give a special thank you to members as well. Y'all give me the opportunity to do these, really thorough, in-depth readings for y'all, okay? But on top of a full-time job. So very meaningful, helps me tremendously. Anyone can become a member. It really does help. All right. And I am still, I think a lot of you, if you're a subscriber, I've been under the weather. And so I'm 99%. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, this week is going to be like the movie Back to the Future, all right? We're harnessing Marty McFly. We're going to the past. And that's because everything that is happening this week is linked to your past, okay? For your new beginning, okay? This is going to be big. And again, I'm going to explain this to you, but there's a reason why, and maybe it's fated that I told you about me launching this channel, because it's going to give you an idea of what you can expect and what you can do to follow your path, okay? As you know, we are in Aries season. We hit the equinox. We have the sun in Aries. The sun is exalted in Aries. Again, Aries is the beginning point, okay? We have a new moon solar eclipse in Aries. As I mentioned, new moons are 10 times the power. Solar eclipses are 10 times the power of a new moon, right? New beginnings, a new portal. And then you've got Neptune moving into Aries. The first time in 164 years, nobody on this planet has experienced that. Nobody on this planet has experienced a week like this. Again, this is once in a lifetime this week, right? You've also got Venus and Mercury in Aries. So all this Aries energy, remember, Aries is the beginning. So why is launching my channel relevant? It is because I launched it the last week of March 2022 during a new moon in Aries. While the sun was in Aries, Mercury was in Aries conjuncting the sun. It was the year that I knew Jupiter was moving into Aries, okay? So it doesn't matter what sign you are. You always want to take advantage of this Aries point to launch something new, to do something new, to change your life. Okay, I'm living example. So this is why I'm here. I'm here to give you all the aspects to help you plan your life. Okay, so I planned all that. You plan things by the planetary aspects. All right, and you see how things play out. But anyway, just please take advantage of this time. Like I said, this is going to be really big for you. All this Aries energy rules your 4th house. So for every Capricorn, you're going to have big changes when it comes to home, family, children, parents, significant other, real estate, property matters. A lot of y'all are moving. A lot of y'all are moving. A lot of y'all may have been thinking about moving overseas. Different state. Like, this is big, okay? So even if you're not, maybe there's something here with real estate. Maybe you're a realtor. This is your time to shine. Like, this is big. Okay, but anyway, the foundations of your life, the structures of your life, all about the home and your loved ones. All right. Now, remember what I said. This week is a blast to the past with this eclipse nudging you forward on your path. Get out your notebooks because I'm about to tell you some really, truly mind-blowing things here. Okay, first things first. Next week, remember Mars is trining Saturn, right? It's perfecting. And so they're meeting at on April 4th. Therefore, this is the week that it's really strong. They're peaking. All right. So very auspicious. Remember, trines are extremely auspicious. And why does this matter for you the most? Because Saturn is your ruling planet and Mars is exalted in your sign. So these planets are very important for you and they do a lot for you. And remember what I said. Mars and Saturn are the two malefic planets, but now they're working for you, okay? When it comes to partnerships, relationships, you've been feeling that with Mars and Cancer, legal matters, marriage, things like that, okay? Like business, communication, right? Saturn and Pisces, communication, and there's families, a lot of family stuff, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, distant relatives, travel. Some of y'all been thinking about travel, planning travel, seeing, relatives, even from the past, right? Mercury's retrograde. And then also it's your third house. So maybe like local communities. But anyway, think about February 9th. All right. What was happening around February 9th when Mars trined Saturn the first time? In that week, you can look at your February 9th to 16th weekly forecast. I told you we would have this again. Mars is retrograde then. It's direct now. Okay. So something from that time is still, it's coming up really strong now. All right. This is amazing. Remember, they're working for you. This is your stamina, endurance, feeling driven. All right. Wanting to become the best version of yourself, making things happen and to get what you deserve. Remember, Saturn is life lessons, your long-term goals and gains and stability, authority, making you a bigger authority. Saturn, remember, is also karma. You put in the work, you get rewarded. So take that inspired action, okay? Vibrate at that high frequency because what happened 2 weeks before? The sun conjuncted Saturn. That's a once a year. That's a cycle. So that kicked off a cycle. That happened in Pisces. Pisces rules your third house, okay? That kicked off a whole new cycle for a year. For you, this eclipse, that's a 6-month cycle. So remember what I said, a lot of things from the past are going to be shaping your future, but it's the actions that you take. And so communication is a big thing here. Learning new things. A lot of y'all are learning new things. You got new things. You're in new places in your life this year where you're going to be, it's all coming into your consciousness. So new things, new jobs, new family stuff happening, all of that on the table for you, Capricorn. All of that, okay? Marketing, advertising, commerce, launching your own business, things like that. Small businesses, all this is part of the third house, something online too. Now, Monday, March 24th, we have the Sun conjunct Mercury. So we got Mercury Cazimi and Aries, okay? So funny enough, we had this February 9th. What was happening around that time? Again, look at your weekly forecast, February 9th or whatever, the 9th to 16th, whatever it was, but here's the thing. Mercury Cazimi retrograde. So remember, Mercury is retrograde right now. Venus is retrograde right now. They're dredging up things from the past. They're bringing up things from the past. So again, something from around that time. Think about what was on your mind. Mercury is thoughts, thinking, ideas, processing things, analyzing things, right? It's also conversations that you had, travel, business, commerce, all of that. Remember, Aries rules your fourth house. So a lot of things that have to do with home and the foundations of your life. Mercury is bringing something up from the past, from that time, okay? So this is a Cazimi. It's a refresh. It's when you had that light bulb moment, okay? Like that thought bubble with that literal light bulb in it, all right? So use this. It's great. Have that important conversation you need to have. You may be traveling. You may be traveling to places that are very nostalgic for you. Remember, people from your past are coming up. This is a time where someone from your past may come in, make you an offer, right? Do something here. with that. You just know that this is going to happen, okay? But it's more about you and your clarity that you have. Maybe you want to do that. All right. Now, cardinal signs. If you're a cross watcher, if you watch for rising, your moon, your best friend, your husband, whoever it is, all the cardinal signs are going to feel this the most. That includes you, Cancer, Aries, Libra. And then if you know your birth chart, okay, if you know your own personal natal chart, if you have any planets in Aries between 2 to 6 degrees, you're going to feel this. All right. Now, remember, Venus is sextiling Pluto right now. Hello, that's big. Remember that happened last week, so you're still feeling it now. But why are you going to feel it enormously today? Is because the moon is in Aquarius conjuncting Pluto. That's big. That's big, okay? Because that's also sextiling Venus and Mercury. That's enormously powerful. This is all about your future, right? Look at your last week's reading when I talked about this, okay? Just remember, Aries and Aquarius, they do share something in common. They have that non-conformist, marching to my own drumbeat, independent, individualistic energy. So you do you, Capricorn. Harness that energy. This is all about your values. Money. There's something here with money for you. Okay? You got Venus and Pluto. You got money, wealth, finances, possessions, power. This is Pluto, right? But it's in your second house of money. And relationships are a big thing here. Okay? Remember, you got Mars training Saturn. So, and Venus is all about love and relationships. So is Pluto. Like, listen, there's something big here. Seize the day. That's the energy of this. All right? That's the energy. Take inspired action. Now, Tuesday, March 25th, you've got Mercury sextiling Pluto. We have this March 5th. Look at your March 1st to March 1st to 9th forecast. What was happening on March 5th? Again, it's Mercury. So what were you thinking about? What were the conversations that you were having, especially around money? And if not money, the second house is possessions, material possessions. It's food as well, if that's a thing for you. Probably because it's your fourth house. So like food within the home environment, groceries, things like that. But anyway, it's also self-worth, self-value. What were you thinking? You were going deep, okay? Remember, Mercury's dredging up things from the past from around this time. So you're going to go deep now, thinking, processing, analyzing, having conversations. But remember, Mercury digs up the past and Pluto is just deep. And so there's something here within you. All right. It may be a secret that is revealed, that is maybe some revelations that you have that are heard, that you hear, you telling something. Okay. Maybe there's something you saying something that helps your self-confidence. Maybe you reveal something, maybe you tell everybody that you're, secretly Kermit the Frog, and maybe you actually are, and now you're just like, whew, that's like now I got that off my chest, like I can, you know what I mean, right? So this is just very psychological, definitely not Kermit the Frog, but you know what I mean, because this is all about your personal revolution. All right, it's Pluto here. It's your freedom. Okay, you're likely going back to something. Now, fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and the fire signs Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Definitely going to feel this the most. All right. If you're a cross watcher. Now, Wednesday, March 26th. Oh, okay. This is big. All right. We were saving this for you. Mars is going to score Chiron exact 21 degrees. Okay. So what does this mean? Mars, remember all this Aries energy, right? Enormous amount of Aries energy. I am, right? This is all about you. It's the ram. It's the leader, right? So Mars is the ruler for Aries, all right? And so this is really big because Mars is squaring Chiron. They're not seeing eye to eye. Chiron is in Aries. Mars is looking at Chiron saying, you're in my house. Get out, okay? And so but Mars is also in Cancer, where Mars does not do well in Cancer. It bring up sensitivities and heightened emotions. So what does this mean? Chiron is, planetoid, the centaur. We know about him, right? The wounded healer, representing our deepest wounds, where we feel the most vulnerable. This is hitting your place of partnerships and relationships and home. There's some healing that's going to be coming up around this time. Remember, Mars has been squaring Chiron all month. You've had a lot of home, family, partnerships, relationships, marriage, a lot of those things. And if not home, it can be just, career partnerships. It can be one-on-one commitments, one-on-one relationships with like, your sister, whoever it is, brother, it doesn't matter. Or legal matters. Okay. Now here's the thing. This is a time, remember, Chiron's the master healer, all right? Teacher as well. But this is a great time to heal yourself. You have this great capacity to heal yourself around this time, okay? Remember, it's been building all month, and now this is when it happens. Because remember, Mars has just been moving very slow, yeah? And so you can have profound healing by healing yourself, healing others. By healing others, you heal yourself, or vice versa, whatever works for you. But spend this time doing that healing, okay? I mean, you got Pluto very active too, so it's going deep. So just know that around this time, people can be, like I said, Mars in Cancer, Mars exalted in your sign, and Mars does not do well in Cancer. Emotions are heightened. People can be, it's very bear pokey energy. Yeah. Even like come at me, bro energy. So don't be defensive. This is just like, let's leave egos at the door. Let's do some healing. What do we have to do? Can we forgive ourselves? Can we forgive others? Can we do that healing? You don't want to bring that energy into all this new era energy that is you're about to move into. So great time to do that, to be honest with yourself, to be doing healing that you need to do. There could be a male figure involved here because it is Mars, right? So something here with partnerships, relationships. Again, we'll talk about in the second spread for tier 3 members, really good and legendary members, as we always do with the planetoids, asteroids, second spread. And the second spread, I am going to do a second spread for another one too I have 2 decks. On the actual eclipse. But anyway, cardinal signs. That's you, Capricorn. Okay, so you, Cancer, Libra, Aries, you're going to feel this the most. And here's the other thing. Again, if you know your birth chart, and I still get some questions about that. I look at my bonus videos, my bonus content, my live streams, I talk about all this for, so if it's just educational. Now, if you have any planets between 18 to 24 degrees in any of the cardinal signs, it does not matter which one. It does not matter. Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn. Okay, so any planets between 18 to 24 degrees, because we're looking at it's all angular. You will feel this. Okay, so again, any of the 4. Now look at what's happening. You have Thursday, March 27th, Venus going back to Pisces. Remember, I told you this last week. So Venus is now in Pisces, 29 degrees, where Venus is exalted. So we love this. Still retrograde, right? So go back to January. What was happening in January during your birthday season when Venus was in Pisces the entire month and your birthday season? That was so something again from around that time, communication, writing, researching, learning new things, education, travel, siblings and relatives, all of that, something around that time coming back around now. Okay. Maybe an important conversation that you had, maybe something that you signed, maybe an agreement. There was something here. Okay. Now, and when I say think back to that time, actually, the strongest period would be January 28th, my birthday, to about February 3rd, 4th. Okay. That during the new moon in Aquarius, that's where something may have really, Now, usually Venus is going to conjunct Neptune in Pisces, 29 degrees. Venus, the little sister, to Neptune, the big sister. We have this February 1st. What happened that week? The first week of February. This is in your 3rd house. This is great. This is, and use this. I want you to use these aspects. Remember, conjunctions are powerful. This is wonderful. This is harmony in relationships, with money, okay? Great for love, creativity, compassion, imagination, intuition, visualization. We talked about that last week. The arts, your dreams, music. Remember, Venus and Neptune both rule music. Music, that's sound. Sound is vibration. Vibration is healing. float in this high vibration, hemisync. Listen, flow state. I talked about this in my last live stream. That's what's gonna. Oh yeah, mindfulness. You're already having this spiritual awakening. This entire week is gonna be amplified, right? With all of this Pisces energy. Again, that's just remember the North Node is here, so Venus is here now again, conjuncting the North Node. Very nostalgic, but what do you desire? What do you believe? What do you want to attract? How will you get it? Those are all these big questions that use it. Use your imagination, creativity. This is for you, okay? Following your true purpose. Now, mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and of course Pisces will feel this the most. Now, the moon will actually conjunct Ceres at this time. This is big, okay? Because I talked about Ceres, planetoid. She's the goddess Demeter in Greek, right? Very first planetoid ever discovered. Very active this week, okay? And this is a conjunction. It's powerful with the moon. Moon, mother, home, loved ones, family. Guess what's happening? You've got a conjunction of planets in that area of your life, okay? So are you a mother? Or, relationship with your mother? This is coming to the surface. Or, if none of that, strong female authority in your life, okay? Because this is all about motherhood, motherly love, fertility, compassion, strong feminine energy. Listen, it's all about nurturing and how you nurture others and how you nurture yourself. Perfect timing with Mars, okay? Squaring Chiron. All right, so you're going to feel this energy. Now, we almost have the entire solar system hovering back and forth over that 0 degree Aries point, right? So you now have Capricorn, you now have Venus conjuncting Neptune, conjuncting Saturn, conjuncting the North Node, conjuncting the Moon, all in Pisces, okay? Remember, Pisces, very spiritual, North Node and Pisces, very spiritual, and it's dreams. Dream big. I always say that. If you think you're dreaming big, dream bigger, okay? This is a once-a-lifetime planet. It's a once-a-lifetime. I'm not even messing around. I told you March is the most game-changing year, or month, it kicks off for the most game-changing year. Everything changes now. You're probably already seeing it. Yeah? Okay. Now, the other thing is, and this is your destiny. Remember, Saturn, your ruling planet, when it's conjuncting here, it's bringing all your dreams to reality. You've got to take inspired action, okay? The moon's in the picture. And with that said, be mindful. With Neptune here as well, just be mindful. In Pisces, to have a foot on the ground. And I always talk about this because the lower expression is escapism, illusion, delusion, confusion. You don't want that, okay? Mm-hmm. You be honest with yourself, right? And be mindful of your health around this time. Be your emotional health, your spiritual health. You got Mars squaring Chiron. You got all of these planets conjuncting the North Node in Pisces, your spiritual awakening. You got Saturn in the mix, so physically. Be mindful of your physical health, okay? Saturn's bones. Remember, it's longevity. It's old bones, parents, grandparents, authority figures. It's Saturn. Anyway, while this is happening, you have the Sun conjunct Mercury in Aries. So there's your 6-planet junction, like all in that Aries Pisces, cramped in that area of the sky, all over that 0 degree point, that critical degree, the degree of new beginnings. And remember, they've kind of been hovering back and forth the past few weeks. This is it. This is the big, because it's with the eclipse. And this is the golden buzzer that I'm talking about. These planets create this dynamic. They speak to each other. They work with the divine, with karma, with destiny. That's what you're here for. That's what we're all here for. So please use this, Capricorn. This is when you want to change your life. And if you already have a great life, ascend. You can always bring a lot more into it. Listen, the moon is going to be sextiling Pluto this day. The moon in Aries sextiling Pluto in Aquarius. That's the strongest sextile of all. Okay, the moon and Pluto, come on. Intuition and like really, really deep intuition and like psychic level and like psychological. This is big. All right, it's big. Anyway, You're going to feel really good as you move into this new moon. New super moon, solar eclipse in Aries, Saturday, March 29th. Wow, it's happening at 9 degrees. It's happening around 6:47 a.m. It's a partial eclipse, Eastern Standard Time, by the way. That's my time, New York City time, Brooklyn time. Convert it to wherever you are in the world. Remember, this is big because what did I tell you about 2025? Did you watch your annual forecast? It's the year of 9. That's big, okay? I'm not the only one who listen, this is big, okay? Remember, 9 represents completion, yeah? Personal growth, fulfillment. I've told you this, okay? 9 is essentially preparing for 10. 10 is 1 0 equals 1. The new. What is happening here? The new. What did I tell you last week? We're leaving all this Pisces energy, moving into Aries energy, which is the new. 0 degrees Aries, that's the beginning of the beginning. And so this 9 degree is very important. Remember, this is big, okay? Everything changes in 2025. Everything. It's happening now. Now, this is where I want to just show you something, okay? Do you remember back in November 2024 when we had those 2 new moons? It was very unique, right? We had those 2 new moons at 9 degrees, okay? Do you remember your new moon in December? It was December 30th, right? 2024. It was at 9 degrees. Do you remember January 2025? We had that new moon in Aquarius. That was at 9 degrees. And last month, February, we had that new moon in Pisces, 9 degrees. Okay? 9. This is the last 9-degree new moon that from November. Okay, so everything's building up to this 9, to this moment. Now, why is this powerful? Because this is the last Aries eclipse out of the Aries Libra cycle that began 2023. Okay? This is the last, all right? Remember, 9, fulfillment, completions. The other thing is, this is 9 degrees exact, 9.00. That's you can't get any more precise than that. It's not 9:27, 9:14. No. This is the most powerful, okay? I can't even begin to tell you. It's the end of something, the beginning of something new. Your life is changing, Capricorn. Your life is changing. You're a cardinal sign. All the cardinal signs with all this Aries energy, okay? Hugely enterprising. Please take advantage. Please take advantage, okay? Now, a couple things here. Think back to 2004, 2006. If you're Gen X or above, and you're going to pick up on similar patterns on what was happening in your life back then. Obviously not to a T, because like everything was different. You had Pluto in your sign at that time. I mean, like, and that's the other thing. Pluto left your sign. You know that. You can breathe now. It's like the end of Goonies. They're like, yeah, we got the jewels, and I'm ripping up the contract. I don't have to sell the home. Like, well, you're probably going to sell some homes because like of what's happening with this Aries stuff. If you want, if that's your thing, and everything's happening, and that was the worst. Okay, like the end of, I don't know, Jake gets the girl. That's it. That's what you're going through. Okay, so anyway, this is, remember, eclipses every 19 years, right? Here's where things get a little crazy. Now, again, I hope you have your notebooks. You can always come back to this video. Think about what happened for you April 19th, 2023, when we had the Aries new moon solar eclipse. Okay, that was the first one for this eclipse series. It was at 29 degrees, critical. It was a big one. And that was around the time that Pluto was moving out of your sign into Aquarius for a short period of time. Remember, it'll have that peekaboo. Yeah. You were feeling big change. Out of all the signs, that was big. Pluto, at your 29 degree point. I mean, like, come on. That was big for you. Okay. So April 19th, 2023. It was also the same week was the week where, we had the luckiest day of 2023. I don't know if you remember that. Anyway, go back to your April 2023 forecast. Is what was happening in April, around April 19th, and the month following it, and the months following it. All right, with a home family. Now, think about April 8th, 2024, when we had the new moon total solar eclipse in Aries. Total, right? Remember, you were on your roof looking at because it was in America. go to my Instagram. I have photos. That was at 19 degrees. So you see the pattern of 9 showing up in these Aries eclipses. Yeah. All building up to this moment. Anyway, I did a video, actually. I'll leave it at the end of this video or in the description box. 9 things to expect with the eclipse. That's going to give you an idea, or just with eclipses. But think about what was happening around that time. You can look back to your weekly forecast, April 8th to the 14th, 2024. Because there were so many other things happening around that time. Okay? That was a big one. But now, again, this is the last one. The last Aries eclipse, 9, completion, new beginnings, the Aries point, 0 degree point, the new moon solar eclipse. Total, like, come on, this is big. Okay, so we don't have an Aries eclipse until 2033. That's the next time. So why am I telling you this? Because this is it. This is your last chance. This is your last chance to take advantage of a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of pioneering, like changing your life, like new beginnings, entrepreneurs. Big. Great time to take bold actions. Great time for a launch. Great time to pitch an idea even. Okay? Because remember, it's a 6-month cycle. What do you want to blossom from this moment forward? Okay? Do something for you. Take life by the ram horns. It's big. This is big. Set intentions. Okay? And I say that because, listen, you don't set intentions during eclipses. Eclipses are so powerful. They just do their own thing. They're game changers. They're, unpredictable, and you just don't know, right? You just don't know with eclipses. Here's the thing. What did I just say? You take that eclipse out of here. Look at everything else that's happening, right? So you still want to put your energy out there. Okay, manifest. I say that we're all made of energy. We vibrate. Everything vibrates. So we're already manifesting every day, but you've got to direct that energy, right? Put it toward what you want and prepare for, winds of change. This is big. Now, another thing that's happening, oh my goodness. So remember how like nearly the entire solar system is up here, all crammed over that 0 degree point in Pisces and Aries? Well, the other planets, like Mars, like Jupiter, like Uranus, they're all connecting. They're all here, okay? Because this eclipse is sextiling Jupiter. When was the last time you saw Jupiter on this whiteboard? It's been a long time. Jupiter's been quiet, okay? Now he's here. The planet of abundance and expansion, luck, good fortune. This is a window of opportunity. And then you've got Saturn sextiling Uranus. I told you this. This is also perfecting next week, okay? Therefore, peaking now, right? Absolutely amazing. Uranus is all about breakthroughs. It's, pioneering. It's as well. Uranus surprises, the unexpected, but it's a sextile. Again, really great with your ruling planet in your 5th house of joy and pleasure and romance, true love. We're building up to that. And it's active. So it's really great. Okay. Children. Some of y'all are going to be having kids, grandkids. And then remember, Mars is trining Saturn. So anyway, cardinal signs. That's you, Capricorn. Aries, Cancer, Libra. You're going to feel this most, especially, and as well as Sagittarius and Leos. Now, if you have any planets or if you have an Aries moon, in your chart, 7-11 degrees, that's where, the moon is. Well, yeah, you're going to feel this. If you're a fixed sign, because Uranus is in the mix and, Pluto, everything, you're going to feel this. Mutable signs, look at everything that's happening in Pisces and with Jupiter here. So what does that mean? Everybody is going to feel this eclipse. That night, Mercury moves back into Pisces just like Venus did. So Mercury is going to conjunct Neptune, 29 degrees, okay? Just like Venus just did a few days ago. Conjunctions are very powerful. Let me remind you, okay? So now think about what happened for you March 2nd. The day before, Mercury moved into Aries. What were the conversations you were having? What were you thinking about? Because remember, Mercury's still retrograde, bringing things up from the past. And just remember, 29 degrees is it's strong, okay? This is poetry in motion. It's Mercury. It's storytelling. It's beautiful. It's speaking compassionately, creativity, imagination, okay? But remember that, have a foot on the ground. And I've been giving all the example. Did you watch the Oscars, Capricorn? Did you remember Adrian Brody winning the Oscar for Best Actor? Okay, so Mercury conjuncting Neptune, what I'm telling you right now, remember when it happened on the Oscars, March 2nd, around that time, remember his speech. So Adrian Brody has Mercury and Pisces in his chart. That's him. Neptune conjuncted his Mercury. Did you hear his speech? It was just like, what? It was just, he was going nowhere. And so when I say have a foot on the ground, have a foot on the ground, because it is confusion, it's illusion, it's delusion, it's all of that. I mean, he was speaking compassionately, yeah? So anyway, that's just a good example of just having a foot on the ground. If you're having any conversations, you are definitely going to be communicating a lot. This is happening in your third house, so no other sign in your third house. Third house rules communication, okay? So at this point, it gets a little bit spicier because now you got Mercury, Venus, Neptune, the North Node, all conjuncting in Pisces. So again, they're all interacting for the next few weeks. So yeah, April is going to be bonkers as well. Actually, oh my gosh. Okay, I'll tell you now. Oh gosh, we have a full moon in Libra next month. There's some changes happening in career for y'all. Anyway, if you're here for that. Anyway, here's the other thing. And Saturn is here too. Remember that. So this is all your destiny, your North Node, all happening in Pisces this week. Your spiritual awakening, but now Saturn making your dreams become reality. You becoming more of an authority. No one on this planet has experienced what's happening this week, ever, nor will ever. Okay? This is a once in a lifetime. I can't even. Now, you see why it is more of a once in a lifetime. You've got the next day, March 30th, Sunday, Neptune moving into Aries. Okay, so this is the day after eclipse. Is basically happening at the eclipse. So it's baked into this eclipse. You are getting a preview of what's to come for the next 13 years, okay, in your life. This is once in a lifetime. This hasn't happened since it's been 164 years, okay? So not everyone on Earth gets to experience this. Not everyone on Earth gets to experience Pluto and Aquarius, yeah? That was 250 years, okay? And same thing with Uranus and Gemini, that's happening in July. So again, when I say this year is very unique and no one has experienced in modern human history, trust me, this is going to be a big game-changing year. But anyway, I'll talk more about Neptune and Aries in a live stream, or just a separate video, because that's the paradigm shift. That's when everything changes for you, okay? Everything is changing. There's so much happening here with Neptune in Aries until October, right? And then it's going back into Pisces for a little bit at the end of this year, and then permanently for its station, January 2026 to 2038. All right. So the last time Neptune was in Aries was 1861. That was such a, come on. Neptune was it was only discovered in 1846. This is such a new archetype. Anyway, Neptune, Roman god of the sea. All right. Poseidon in Greek, right? The sea. We're talking about the sea here. Emotions, right? Love, the subconscious, compassions, dreams, your visions, imagination, inspiration, media, the arts, music, spirituality, transcendence. Okay, you already know what Aries is. I told you, it's a leader, it's leadership, it's entrepreneurship, it's the I am, it's you being bold, it's confidence. All of that in Aries. In your fourth house, the foundations of your life, family. Family is a big thing here. Children is a big thing here. Your loved ones is a big thing here. Home is a big thing here. Okay? So this is big for you. You're not only spiritually awakening with the North Node in Pisces, you're waking up to your authentic self. Neptune in Aries is very spiritual warrior, compassionate hero, visionary leader, visionary artist. If you're an artist, it's very spiritually pioneering. Gandhi is the most famous example of someone, of a leader, right? With Neptune in Aries, okay? Making sacrifices for the collective, for the greater good. This is you on your quest. It's a 14-year quest. What is your quest? What is your vision? Your shared vision as a collective, right? Your ideals. You're going to go for it now because Neptune in Aries is the hero's journey, Capricorn. It's the ideal role model, the superhero. So what do you want to pass down to your kids, your grandkids? Okay, remember, this is generational. It's not just like I'm going in for a year. It's generational. And if not any of that, it's what do you want to contribute to the collective, to society, your neighborhood? What this is transcendent courage. It's risk taking. Go with your soul. It's spiritually growing. All right. This is big. It's big. And remember, well, the lower expression of Neptune in Aries is martyr complex. Again, I'll talk more about this in, you'll see, all right? Another video. Just know you're truly initiating a new era in your life, especially with, Pluto and Aquarius. It's a big deal. And the aspects that Neptune's having with Pluto, with Uranus, we'll talk about that in the other video because it's big, okay? Because here's the other thing. Saturn, your ruler, will be joining Neptune in 2 months in May. And so you are changing in a really big way. I'm letting you know now. Okay? This is big for you. Okay? Capricorn? And like I said, remember this entire week, blast of the past, determining your future. At the end of this year, like I said, Neptune's going back into Pisces, in October, just for a little bit until the end of the year. And so is Saturn, so is Uranus, because Uranus is moving to Gemini. Pluto's going to go back to that 1 degree point. So what does that mean? By the end of the year, the last few months of 2025, you're going to have deja vu because it's going to refer to everything that's happening in your life right now. Everything that's been happening the past month, right now, the next month, you're going to see. Okay, you're going to be in a completely different area in your life by then, but you'll see. We'll talk about it when we get to it. Anyway, let's get to it, Capricorn. Oh my goodness, I feel like I've already gone way. All right, let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn. Oh, you got another. Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot to say Chiron will be conjuncting the moon too in Aries. It's going to be, that's why I'm doing a separate thing there. Let's see what's going on for you. Let me move this, okay? Ooh. Capricorn for March 24th to the end of the month. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh my crystals. How are y'all doing, Capricorn? It's been so long. I missed y'all. Y'all are amazing. I'm here for you. I did the face peel. I put on the good eye cream. I want to look good for the Capricorns. Capricorn, y'all are amazing. I do a traditional Culture Cross spread. Offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Oh, let's do it. Okay. Yeah. This is everything changes. Everything changes. Okay, so oh my gosh. When I say Capricorn, this is going to be a big week for you. You know that you just trust me, okay? Trust me. I don't even know what to say. Can you see this with all that sunlight? It's a good thing with all the sunlight, but let me just do this. I want to make sure that I'm going to pull it to the screen one by one, but first of all, you got all major arcana and court cards, other than what's in your challenge area. We'll talk about that. So significant week. Knight of Wands, good for you. Good for you. Go forth. Get on it. All right. That's how you're feeling. You're like, nothing's going to stop me now. I feel good. I'm going after the things that I want. I feel a lot of passion. That's a Knight of Wands here. Okay. A lot of fiery energy. Okay. You're on a mission. Nothing's going to stop you. You've been on a mission. You're like, hey, not looking back. Okay. The other thing is, yeah, I told y'all, a lot of y'all are traveling. A lot of y'all could have been coming back from a trip recently too. You've had travel on your mind. There's been travel stuff too. But anyway, this is all about you going after your passions, your ambitions. You got the tower in the heart of your spread. Capricorn, I don't know the last time that you got the tower in the heart of your spread, but you got the tower in the heart of your spread. Okay? So, and this is, listen, the tower, as you know, is a card where it's like something chaotic, right? Happens and comes out of nowhere, right? But here's the thing, never fear the tower card. I know a lot of people can, like, when they see this, they're like, ah. But hey, when you do that, you're already creating this low energy frequency for yourself, right? You create your reality, all right? Emotions are based on frequencies. We all know that, okay? Emotions are neutral. It's where you put that energy that puts that energy in motion, okay? So you get to choose your experience emotionally. Never fear is fiction anyway. I say that all the time. Secondly, the tower doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Something's happening for you with this eclipse. Like I said, eclipses can eclipse things out of your life. Eclipses are game changers, they're wild cards. This card is attributed to Mars. Mars is in your opposite sign, okay? In Cancer. There may be something here with partnerships, relationships, okay? Legal matters. There may be something here, okay? And or one-on-one commitments. And when I say that, just to just to when I say it can be like you and your partnership with a new company or a current company or like where you work. That's a partnership. So just think what resonates with you. It may not even be any of that for you, but it just may be something here where it's like, okay, well, you do see the two people falling from the tower, right? So it could even be a friendship, but either way, something is definitely going to be right. There's the tower being hit by the lightning strike. Okay, comes out of nowhere. Expect that this week. Now, here's the other thing. Every Capricorn is different. You all have different birth charts. You all have different rising signs that makes you different from every other Capricorn in this world. Some of y'all are going to feel this like a 1 out of 10. Some of y'all are going to feel a little bit stronger. Remember, it's how you handle it. It's how you handle it. But remember what comes after the tower, the star. So again, this is fated. It's meant to happen for you because there's something that needs to be seen. There's something that needs to think about, like Phoenix rising from the ashes. All right. Just know that it may be hard if you, okay? Because you have the Six of Pentacles in your challenge area. Might have to do with money, if there's something here with money. If not, support from another person that you're feeling you're not receiving that support. Or it's because you're not opening up to other people. Remember, I said you want to do that with Mars square Chiron. I can't even begin to emphasize how strong that is. So strong that I'm actually doing a separate spread just on that aspect. Mars, again, your ruler, or not your ruler, but, exalted in your sign, really heavily. And so you got Mars here. Anyway, it's kind of a big deal. There may be a little bit of let's open ourselves up spiritually. Let's really connect with other people. With the Six of Pentacles here, I just don't think that there's just something here disconnect. It's this disconnect, yeah, with other people or another person. But it's also likely there's someone here that it just feels like there's not that support. Okay, so we need to talk about that because I'm not saying that it needs to end. It just means there's got to be a conversation that makes you grow, that makes you feel good about it, okay? And again, it can be finances, wealth, but Pentacles are your physical reality, okay? It's a 5-pointed star, right? And I mean, it's linked to the golden ratio, to the spiral, to, back in the, Mesopotamia days, thousands of years ago, associated with it was like the vault of heaven. So very consciousness. There's something here that you had to see, basically. Now, you got the King of Wands. Great. You got the Hermit. Great. All right. So this is a week, like I said, very spiritual awakening. You're having it. You got the Hermit in the root of your spread. We're starting with the Hermit. So this is really great because the Hermit is Virgo. Remember, Virgo rules your ninth house of spirituality anyway. So you're feeling that, okay? You're asking yourself, well, how, like, true purpose, how can I make my life even more meaningful? Like, all of that. You're really going deep, and I encourage it. You will be doing it this week, especially with that Tower moment. You got the King of Wands in your crown. That's amazing. He's the entrepreneur. He's full of passion, right? He's restless. He's a very transformative king. But this is all about your passions. He's career, okay? And so there is you, Capricorn, the hardest, y'all are so hardworking. You prioritize work and career. That's a very Capricorn trait. But this is going to be really big because the King of Wands, not only is he the entrepreneur, this is epitome of fire. Remember, you got the Knight of Wands here, right? So you're moving in that direction. You know what you want. Continue to move toward that, okay? There's going to be a little bit of with that Tower moment, but again, it's going to help you see something that you need to see and move in a direction you need to move. And you're fine because you have the Magician in your future. So again, this Tower moment is a blessing in disguise. And when I say this is the Aries point, the life-changing week, a week that we have not seen in human history, modern human history, you get a brand new beginning, all of this Aries energy, all about new beginnings, and you have it right here in your future. You have the Magician. And so the universe is, bestowing upon you this, whatever you want. You get to create whatever new path. There was something here that was not working, right? Now you get to build whatever you want. That's the Magician. This is the first card one in the major arcana of the hero's journey that I talked to you about, I said about. This is it. You get to start any direction. He's got the wands, the pentacles, the cups, the swords. Anything you want, you can create. As above, so below. You can have it all. So there's a new path being created for you, but the Magician is an active card, right? Very active. You've got to take that inspired action, but just have that confidence. Like the Magician, make that magic happen. You're on a brand new journey. Oh my goodness, Capricorn. Y'all are amazing. Okay, so I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited for you. I wanted to see how many. Okay, let's get started. Let's get to your stuff. Capricorn, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I appreciate all that. I love hearing from y'all. Tell me what's going on. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Something else is happening for Capricorns. It'll come up. I'll do it in the second spread. Maybe. I gotta look at your thing. Okay, let's get started. Okay, yeah. So here's the thing. You're really good. Yeah, you're absolutely good. I'm happy for you. I'm good for you. You're good. You're good. Look at this. Okay. Well, you can't. It's sunny. You got the Page of Cups. Yeah. Go for it. So there's a little voice inside you saying, I want to do this. My heart's into this. I want to go for this. That's what this is right here. Okay. The Page of Cups is so he is a dreamer, but he follows his bliss, and it's the beginning, the page, right? Fresh new energy. And so do it. Follow your bliss. What does your intuition tell you? That's the Page of Cups. Very intuitive, little boy, right? And very creative. Remember, you got all these Neptune conjunctions happening. Everything in Pisces, which is very creative, in your third house. Mental, right? Oh my gosh. You're good. Look, you got Judgment. You got, in your external factors area, you got an archangel here protecting you, saying, hey, you're going to be great. Everything here is happening for you. For you, you're vibrating at a high frequency. I'm going to help you do that. You see, what did I say earlier about sound, right? This is the only card in tarot where, look at the archangel blowing the trumpet. Look at the dead arising, right? That's sound, okay? The only card in tarot that has a connotation of sound. When I say sound is healing, sound is vibrations. Look at what it's doing, okay? You're good. This is your spiritual awakening. This is your wake-up call. This is all of that. Remember what I said about meaningful life experience? They're seeking it. They're awake now. They got that chance. This is right before the world. So that I know who I am. I know what I want. I know, like, I feel good. You're good. You're absolutely good. Self-worth, self-value, all of that. You got the 2 of Wands. There you go. Plan your next steps. You know, he conquered the world. He literally has the world in his hand. He's got power. Okay, he's at the highest point in the castle. He's got a really good view of what's next. All right, so plan things out. Remember, you got a 6-month cycle, you got a 1-year cycle, you got a 14-year cycle. Plan things out. Yeah. 8 of Wands. You remember that? You remember that? Your last week's. You're getting what you wanted. You're getting what you wanted. Every reading weekly, weeks are sequential. We know that, right? So what happens last week, when it comes up here, you know it's that progress. And so from last week, you're getting what you want because it's in your final outcome now. And this is movement. This is the wands aligning for you. This is action. This is amazing. This is great because, hey, it seems like something that you want is going to land. There's a lot. Well, wands are in their happy place here. Remember, wands are your passions, a lot of creative energy as well. You've got so much creative energy. When I say creative, create. Okay? Create. Now, they're aligning. All right? So everything aligning for you. Like I said, with that tower moment, perfect. You needed it. You needed it. Now, this, we also call arrows of love. If you're here for love, a lot of work energy, there's something here that's taking off. It's going to happen fast. You're good. You're good. Capricorn, I would say that this is one of your best spreads, actually. You know, a lot of people just, with that tower, they're just like, what? But, you know, I've had tower moments where I was like, that was the best. And that's the thing. Like, it's like a week later, even a day later for some of y'all. It's just like, yeah, that was the best thing ever. I needed that. Okay? If you see it in the moment, like, you'll know later it was the best thing for you. Okay? You got a lot of Mercury energy here too, by the way. So have those conversations and really process things. A lot of, remember, things from the past are going to be coming up. Trust your intuition on a lot of those. Yeah. And you're good. You're absolutely good. Capricorn. Okay, so next week, we do April. Oh gosh. Okay, another big. I'm doing these. Okay, I gotta do it. I'll do a shorter April. Well, we'll see. Do y'all like? Okay. Anyway, here's the thing. Next week we'll do April, and I already told you. Oh wow, some of y'all getting married. Well, maybe you got the new. So we do have a new moon in Taurus, a super moon. Yeah, it's big. It's in your 5th house of love and romance and kids. Remember, I said some of y'all having kids. But anyway, a creativity. You have so much creative energy, Capricorn. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that next week. Yes, the second spread, tier 3 members, really good and legendary members. We will do a spread on the eclipse, isolating it from your spread here, and then I want to look at Chiron for you. Okay, Chiron squaring Mars. Anyone's welcome to join. I appreciate it. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, and I will see you next week. Thanks so much, Capricorn. Bye bye.